Welcome to RaiderTalks Thursdays. I am your host, Art Navarrete, here alongside Nick Yobara. Today we'll be covering multiple topics on the Raiders. First, starting with that loss in New York. The Raiders fell short to the New York Giants. Bad game all around. Nick, how you feel?
Yeah, you said it. Bad game all around. Carr had his worst game of the year. Really just didn't look like himself. Offense really didn't look really good. Except maybe the run. The run looked really well. You know, we got over, I think, 110, 120 yards on the ground. That was a good positive coming out of that game. But yeah, we got to bounce back. It's rivalry week.
Yeah, first I want to share the positives of that game. The Raiders' run was really good. Kenyon Drake, Josh Jacobs, and Rashard got going. Raiders' defense was really good that game. Besides that first drive, they played great, only gave up around 16 points besides that pick six. And here are the negatives. Carr did not play a great game. Carr struggled, was not accurate, but I feel like that won't happen again. He won't have a game like that again this season. He got it out of the way. We're good to go rest of the season. Daniel Carlson missed a 25-yard field goal. He struggled. He has been struggling all season long. That's going to need to improve if we want to be a playoff team.
Yeah, because, that's easy points on the board. In the rare occasions where we don't finish our drives and execute, he comes out and the old Daniel Carlson gives us an automatic 3 points. These past couple, 3-4 weeks, it hasn't been. It's not like he's missing hard kicks. He's missing easy kicks, 30 yards, 20 yards. That's got to improve, if, like you said, if we want to be a playoff team.
We want to share a little bit of news from earlier in the week. Damien Arnold got cut by the Raiders. After the video came out, multiple things. The video came out, also a hit and run accident that happened a year ago, and problems with a casino. So Arnett had a lot of problems, and honestly, his play has been horrible since he's been a Raider. I didn't like the draft pick to begin with. I thought it was a stretch, and they cut him. They probably cut him because of his play more than anything, but yeah, all those things adding up, and Arnett's gone. Our first 3 picks are gone.
Yeah. This kind of sucks, and it's not like I said, like you said. I didn't like the pick to begin with, but it just sucks because your first 2 picks of last year's draft are gone. First round picks. They're supposed to be a cornerstone in your franchise, and they're gone due to off-field incidents, which I know that. But Arnett was never going to be the player that Mayock and Gruden wanted him to be. It sucks for me because we could have drafted another defensive back or even just another player that is doing well right now for their team, while our first 2 picks right now are at.
Yeah. Watching the Mayock presser talking about Arnett, it just seemed like, why did we pick him? Mike Mayock was discussing how the Raiders did a lot of research on Arnett and they found a lot of problems, but they thought they can fix him. But it wasn't even, like, that pick wasn't even worth it. It was not worth picking Arnett right there. No one had Arnett up there. We could have picked Arnett in the 3rd round, 4th round maybe. We just took a stretch out there, and that was probably Mayock's biggest mistake he has made so far as a general manager of the Raiders.
Well, yeah, because, it's him, but I did hear a rumor, and this is a rumor, that Mayock wanted CeeDee Lamb and another defensive back. But Gruden, having final say, wanted Ruggs and Arnett. So, who knows what it is, but he's still in that room. He still can change heads. Yeah, this was a bad one.
You can't say that Ruggs' pick was a bad pick. He came out this year, and Ruggs was playing great. He looked like he was a number 1 wide receiver, could be one of the best receivers in the world until that accident. And there was no history of Ruggs being delinquent or anything. There's nothing wrong with Ruggs. But Arnett, he was a delinquent. He was a guy that had problems all around. Although everyone in the NFL knew that this guy has problems, and it wasn't like he was the best college defensive back in football. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it was just a stretch of a pick. I'm not going to blame anyone for that Ruggs pick because they made the right pick. I think he was the best wide receiver out of that draft by the end of it. But unfortunate events happened. But there was nothing on Ruggs that said not to pick him. He's a great kid coming out of college. Lots of high praise from Coach Saban. And it wasn't a bad pick. But the Arnett pick was a stretch. It was a terrible pick.
Yeah, no, and I wasn't saying Ruggs was a horrible pick. No, Ruggs, had a down year last year, came back this year, and is really lighting it up before his incident. But I was just saying the value of the pick, because we're not going to get production out of our first rounders from last year. We're never again. So that's all I was saying. But yeah, no, the Arnett pick, I didn't like it to begin with, and to be honest with you, I'm kind of glad he's not a Raider anymore.
Me too. I'm definitely glad he's not here anymore. He just wasn't a good fit for the Raiders. He was probably not going to be a good fit for any team in the NFL. After that Giants game, I just wanted to know, how do you think we can recover, and what are the areas we need to improve in to win this Sunday against the Chiefs?
Offense has got to click. Offense has got to keep clicking, and I think at halftime we really missed that deep threat, the really wide receiver, and we signed him right after the game, Deshaun Jackson. So I think that keep the run game going, and just with this Kansas City offense, even though they don't look kind of good right now, you're still dealing with Tyreek Hill, Kelsey, and Mahomes. Just I know you just contain them, because this is what we're gonna need if we want to win.
Yeah, Carlson's gonna need to make his kicks. Carr's going to need to play better. I believe Carr will play better. I think we're going to have the deep threat in Deshaun Jackson. So I think those are the ways we improve and win. And if all those three guys, do their job, I think we're going to whoop the Chiefs' butts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I do. Because, the Chiefs aren't really putting up big points like they're used to. So, if our defense, our much improved defense from last year, can sit there and hold them to maybe under 25, let's just say under 30. But we got a really good shot at winning this ball game.
Yeah, like we told you earlier, while losing Arnett, we got some ammo. We got Deshaun Jackson, and he's going to be taking over Ruggs' routes. And listening to his interview on Wednesday, he pretty much said that he can go and do all those routes, and he can make plays for the Raiders. And I'm excited to see him on Sunday night. He'll be wearing number 1. He looks good in the Raider uniform. He looks swaggy in the Raider uniform. I'm pumped up to see him play.
Yeah, no, I'm pumped up to see him play too. That one year I wanted Raiders to sign him. Back in his prime kind of, I think after he left the Eagles or Washington, one of those two. I really wanted Raiders to go get him. Fortunately, he didn't come. But hey, he's here. He's a Raider now, and in a much needed time, I hope he comes in and plays his butt off.
Yeah, Raider Nation would like to welcome Deshaun Jackson. He's going to be a big part in us making a playoff run this year. The Raiders, coming out on Wednesday by ESPN, are 17 in the power rankings. Last week they were 11. We lost to the Giants and we went down 6 spots, and that's kind of crazy. That's a lot of spots to go down. And what they're saying is that the Raiders are done. The Raiders are going to fold. Gruden's gone. Ruggs is gone. The Raiders can't recover. How do you feel about that?
I mean, we did lose to the Giants, but we're not the 17th best team in the league. If anything, I think we're maybe top 12, top 13. We're still 5-3. We're still right there in the AFC West, and we have a playoff spot in the AFC. So, like I always say, these power rankings really don't mean anything. Let's just go out and play our own football and let it speak for itself.
Yeah, some things I want to mention are Raiders are the 5th best team in the conference, and that'll put us at the first wild card spot. The Browns, Chiefs, Bengals, Broncos are all on the outside looking in. As the Raiders are the first wild card spot, they're on the outside looking in, and they are all ahead of the Raiders in the power rankings. So how accurate are these power rankings? How are they judging these power rankings? It seems pretty unfair. It seems pretty biased to me.
Yeah, no, probably what it is just big names. You got Browns, Chiefs, Bengals, Broncos. I mean, except maybe the Broncos, but, Chiefs with all their weapons, Bengals, up and coming. Everybody gets excited for up and coming. And, the Browns, too much hype around them. I think they're overrated. But just, like the names. So, I really don't care about this. Let's just go out and beat the Chiefs this Sunday, and we'll be right back where we want them to be.
Yeah. Going into these games this week, the Chargers will be in first place by a tiebreaker at 5-3. Raiders will be in second place at 5-3. Chiefs will be in third place at 5-4. Broncos at 5-4 and last. So this division is up for grabs. All the teams are right around each other, and it should be a fun year for the AFC West.
Yeah, no, it should be. And, we already took care of the Broncos. Almost came back against the Chargers. Came up a little bit short. We got to get this game. If we want to win this division, right, Art? We want to win this division. We got to beat our division. You can't go 3-3. You can't go 2-4. You got to go 4-2, 5-1, because this division's tough. And if you want to win this division, you got to win within your division.
Yeah, looking ahead, Raiders versus Chiefs. What does this game mean to you? What does it mean for the Raiders?
To me, it's rivalry week. And I think out of everybody, this is our big rival. Chiefs have been on top for a while now. I get excited every time we play them, either in Arrowhead or Coliseum, Allegiant. And for the Raiders, this could be a game where you can really put the Chiefs away. They'd go 5-5. I don't even think they've gone 5 losses under Mahomes and Andy Reid and them. So, you get a 2-game lead ahead of them. And, or actually it'd be 2.5, because you beat them. This could really put the Chiefs season away. So, to the Raiders, this should mean everything. And I know to me, this means everything.
For me, this game means everything. This game is the biggest game of the year by far. And it's not only the biggest game for the Raiders, but it's the biggest game for the Chiefs as well. The Chiefs will be going in, treating this game like a Super Bowl. And the Raiders are going to need to do that as well. I believe if the Raiders win this game, they're going to make a run. They're going to make the playoffs, and they're going to be one of those Super Bowl teams. If they lose this game, I feel like the Raiders take a step back. I feel like we weren't what we thought we were. We thought it was our division, but the Chiefs are going to be right back there. They beat us again. And I think this game might not only mean the season. It might not only mean about the division, but, this game is huge. This game might depend on Derek Carr having a job next season, Bisaccia having a job next season, Mayock. It's a huge game. Has huge implications even beyond just the game itself.
Yeah, no, this is a huge game. You just throw records out. I know Chiefs are 5-4. We're 5-3. Throw records out. This is Raiders Chiefs. This is a rivalry game. The Chiefs are still the defending AFC champions, defending AFC West champions. This is a big game, and I can't wait to go make a statement against these dudes.
Yeah, going to this game, they're gonna have the Chiefs. Everyone's gonna have the Chiefs beating us, but that's not how I feel. I've seen the Raiders on the field for 8 games. I've seen the Chiefs on the field for all these games they played, 9 games. And the Raiders are a better team than the Chiefs. They are. So the Raiders should win and need to win this game. They can't lose 2 weeks in a row to teams that they should beat.
Yeah, we can't go on this kid. And, right now is the time that we fold. You can't. We got to win this one. You win this one, it gives momentum to the second half of the season, and then we'll be riding high. You lose this one, this might be the one where we might fold, dip, this isn't our season. But no, you need to go win. Go win. Go show everybody what's up, and that the Raiders are for real this season.
Yeah, for sure. This is a big game for the Raiders, a big game for Raider Nation. We want to thank you guys for joining us today on Raider Talks Thursdays. We'll be back on Saturday for pregame and on Sunday for postgame. Hopefully the Raiders can pull out a big victory against the Chiefs and make this division ours for years to come. Go Raiders.
Go Raiders.